Welcome and good evening. This is just me reporting briefly on a New York Times article about Mayor Michael Bloomberg, who has established a super PAC so that he could give unlimited political contributions to political candidates who sympathize with any of his near and dear issues politically. As a wealthy private citizen, he has the resources to commit and cast his, beyond ballot, cast his bucks on a very far geographic scale. So I immediately reacted, OMG, can it be? Is Mayor Mike Bloomberg going to actually do something good and help Obama win this election where help is sorely needed? No. It looked like more like some crap about smaller candidates in various races doing like little, those meddlesome technocratic tweakers who come interloping to our shores, and they infest our metropolis, and they infest the workforce of the civil service, and they corrode the original values, which were probably pretty bad, but they bring a new level of technocracy and dictatorial technocracy by using their power of alien supremacy to curry favor with other members of their migrant class, gentrify entire neighborhoods lock, stock, and barrel, create creative domains for them in our home. And Bloomberg just can't get satisfied with what's with influencing New Yorkers and influencing New Yorkers in our daily lives. He wants to also spread his political influence wherever he wants, because he's a fucking billionaire. So yeah, oh rats, this looks like he's cherry-picking candidates in a slew of local races to cater to policy issues for which he cares. He's selfish. But hush, buddy, hush. But in fact, I said hush. But in fact, Michael Bloomberg is an inspiration to me, because one day I too will grow so wealthy and so meddlesome that I'll, just choose some city to rule over and use my money to cast myself as a local problem solver and deliver people a popular agenda. Not popular to all. Huh, heavens no. Not popular to all. Nor even most. But enough. Yet, that won't be sufficient to satisfy my need for succor in this respect. I need to be doing the Mike Bloomberg 110% all of the time. So I'll just, sling bucks all around, all over the country to influence the global policy agenda. I'm a rich private citizen and deem myself to be smarter than most, so that's my right, right? Believe me, and when I say me, believe me, Eugene McGinnis of Planet Earth, United States of America, born of Brooklyn, New York, subdivision of Flatlands, historic town of New Amersfoort, founded in the 1620s. Believe me, nobody would love to see an autocracy of the truly and veritably cognitively gifted like I would. But the caveat is that it can only be me. I can be the only one to run this thing. And I would require telepathy and, some kind of bio-encoded character transcription scripting technology into ASCII code. So, because the content generation, congen, is just going to be killer. I got a constitution. You need a legal code, a civil code, criminal code, and I need a regulatory code. I need a tax code, and, I need environmental regulations. So, and anyway, I've got to be able to mainline all this information, create digital repository of laws straight out of my head. straight plug-in, upload it from my brain. You know, we have the technology. We have the technology. And some references, because I can't write all this shit by myself. I got to model it off of somebody, you know, Soviet Russia, Singapore, the United States, Roman Empire, Babylonians, I don't know, ancient African tribal customs. Like these, there were like these spiritual police that always wore masks and would wander around the villages to censure individual citizens for how they prosecute values in their lives. And if they see like a psychological, like, so like, I don't know, I like this African idea of psychologically enforcing crime with a bunch of masked people. I mean, not surprised that Africans came up with it, because they came up with civilization. But anyway, so instead of like any political process or anything in my dictatorship, it's just going to be one really big online suggestion board, like whoosh, PHPBB, scripted up. Let the internet users of the country, you can use the internet for making suggestions, downloading megatons of porno, and maybe like plotting a coup against me, your dictator. Not welcome. Not, you use the internet to communicate with the leader and tell me what you want. I will have to develop some sort of technological capacity to read, summarize, process, respond, again, to a large country of people that's constantly talking to me. I'm a human. I'm not trying to say this. I'm not trying to get on the scale of a god. I'm just saying that we have the technology to improve civil response. I'm sure it's out there. And then, you know, I have this massive online suggestions board, and I steal everyone's good ideas. Just steal ideas from the board, and to give credit, but no money, no gifts, no present, no prize, no monetary or physical or logistical recompensation at all, other than nominal recognition. And this is because, I mean, obviously a state that rewards good ideas with anything more than nominal recognition, as I had mentioned, is sure to see a short travail before becoming a banal and bankrupt backwater in the surest sense. I used alliteration and allophony very abundantly there. As your lawgiver and Lord Protector, I'd also need, very important, a perfectly loyal team of capable and intelligent people to summarize, tabulate, present, and produce everything, all the information being collected in the world with big data and optimization technology, everything in the world, and bring that to me. And then I would also need a bunch of legal scholars and law nerds to give me the summary of every single court proceeding ever going on and allow me, like, condense it down to me so I can actually rule personally on each and every one of them, because I'm the dictator. Remember, like, I have to be executive, legislative, and judicial. Executive, legislative, judicial. And I have to be, of course, in judicial, judge, jury. Executioner is a bit messy. I think I'll pay someone else to do that. I mean, the taxpayers pay for executions now, right? You ever never thought of that, huh? Yeah, fucking think of that. Yeah, taxpayers pay for executions, bro. They don't happen for free. So like, you know, if you're on the fence about capital punishment, that's fine. But do you want to pay for it? Then, dude, you're freaky. You're like a sadist, or you're sick. If you want to use your money for it, you know, if you want to use your money to kill people, or see them killed, that's sick.